officially be doing the full fall reset. And you see how this is already packed? Why is this giving like Halloween town? I got myself some cutie fall flowers. Here's my vision board. It is your opinion, but it's bullying because you said it like a bully. Hey guys, welcome back. I decided that this week we're going to officially be doing the full fall reset. I guess it's kind of like, you know, first-ish week of October. I normally like to do this in September, but I feel like, you know, October's fine. It's only like now starting to get a little bit chillier. It's been like 80 degrees all September, which is pretty normal. Definitely want to more so like do like the resetting and like reframing my brain to get into the fall energy. We have like cleaning stuff, clothing swap stuff to do, glow up stuff, just like a lot of stuff. I want to do like fall bucket list, fall planning, fall mood board, the whole vibe. But as for today, today's mainly like an errand day. I have some returns to make, and then I also need to go to the tailor right now, get something tailored. So that's kind of like my day today. Those are like the main things that I have to get done, and then I'm getting dinner with a friend at like 6. So it's like 2 o'clock now, and I just need to get started doing all of the errand stuff. And then if I have a little bit more time in between, like when I finish that and then dinner, I'm back in my reading vibe. Oh, well, I don't want to say anything too drastic. Like I don't want to say, like I feel like I should just like, I should chill. Like I shouldn't say anything. I shouldn't like make any bold statements, but I have been reading, and it is all thanks to Magnolia Parks. It is all thanks to, what's her name? Jessa Hastings is the author of Magnolia Parks. I just randomly, one day I was on the train when I was reading Rewind It Back, and I finished Rewind It Back, which I don't even know if I told you guys that, but I finished that on a train one random day. So I didn't have service on my Kindle to like buy a new book, and I wanted to keep reading something. So I was like, okay, what do I have in my library that I've already read before, maybe like haven't finished? And then I saw that I had Magnolia Parks in my library, and I was like, why not just like read the first few chapters, like just like while I'm on the train? I open back up the book, and immediately it just like pulls you in. It draws you in, it pulls you in, like you're sucked into the world and you're stuck there and you're in it. So now I'm back in it, okay? I don't know if you remember, it was like a reading vlog months ago. It was probably like around last year, like last winter, that I did my reading vlog for Magnolia Parks. I rated it a 5-star. Phenomenal book in my opinion. Like morally gray characters that you root for but also don't root for. Just like an entertaining friend group, very much Gossip Girl vibes. I feel like that's how everybody kind of describes it. So if you like the drama and the aspect of that in Gossip Girl, like you'll love it. And I love already being back in it. So that's my current read. I think I'm gonna finish that. And like the reason I decided, okay, like I think I'm gonna reread it is because I want to read Daisy Hates, but I didn't want to go into Daisy Hates like without having the first Magnolia Parks book fresh in my mind, because I do think that they happen at parallel timelines. Like I think Daisy Hates' story happens the same time that like this Magnolia Parks book, the first book, is going on. That's kind of the update on that. And then the other update is last night, I have 1% battery. Last night I finished Normal People, the show by, Sally Rooney's the author of the book, but I finished the show, the British television show, and I ate it up. I haven't been in like a bingeable show moment for like a while, but I was kind of like binging this, and it wasn't in like a comfort way, because I wouldn't describe it as like a comforting show. It's very like gritty, very raw, kind of cold. It feels very like documentary. Like it's just very, like the best way I could describe it as is like gritty is my only terminology. But I loved it because it felt so real and it felt so raw, and I felt like the characters felt very complex, and it just felt like a very complex story and a very like layered story, which I really, really enjoyed. So that finished. I finished that last night, and I was like, wait, like, no, I want to read the book now. And I know that's kind of backward. Normally people read the book and then watch the show, but I like to sometimes watch the show and then read the book, because I like to watch the show and see like the visual representations and all of that stuff. and like kind of get like a visual for like how things look, because it's really hard for me to like visualize things, but then read the book afterwards so that I can like fill in the blanks. Because I think a lot of the times what like shows and movies miss that books can do is like internal monologue. And I feel like these two characters, like Marianne and what's his name? Marianne and Connell, are characters where it's like you really benefit from their internal monologue. So yeah, I also started reading the sample of that last night, literally like as soon as I finished watching the show. So I do think, I'm trying to decide if I want to buy it on Kindle or if I just want to like save money, just buy the paperback. That way I don't have to buy the paperback and the Kindle version. So I'm gonna go to the tailor basically now. This is the little outfit that I threw on to run errands and then also to go to dinner, because I didn't feel like having to like change throughout the day. I probably will change my shoes though, but this skirt I got a while ago from Urban Outfitters. It's actually a skirt, and then just my black tank top from Zara, and then I'm wearing this. I'm sorry that it's like so dark. That's the one thing with putting my mirror in this new spot, is now it's a bit backlit. But I'm trying to wear this like new J.Crew shirt. I don't know. I'm like contemplating taking it off and just like returning it. Like I like it, but I don't know if I like it enough to keep, like if it's $98 worth of me keeping, or if I should get my $98 back. I got it hemmed and that was a lot faster than I thought it was gonna be. So now I'm gonna go back, I think get my computer. Maybe I don't need my computer. Just get like my Kindle and stuff and then go do the returns, because I didn't bring the stuff to do the returns. So I think I'm gonna go do that now. I decided that I actually have like an hour. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock. I actually have an hour that I could just stay in the house, because when I'm in the house, I spend no money, right? And I feel like if I leave now and like go do the errands, then I'm gonna like, you know, to like sit somewhere and do that, I'm probably gonna wanna buy lunch and da-da-da-da. So I have leftovers. Some leftovers that were like busting. Like this was a really good HelloFresh. It was like couscous, asparagus, salmon, and then this like dill creme fraiche sauce. Yeah, maybe I could warm up some of this chicken. I definitely want to go grocery shopping this week. I think probably not today, because I don't think I have enough time to do that, but maybe like tomorrow or the day after, because I want to get more stuff that like I can like cook lunch at home and just like start having lunch, because like I get so like my timing configurations is off, because I eat my oatmeal / yogurt / breakfast at like 12 to 1. Like 12 to 1 is like normally the time. So then it's like lunchtime, I guess would be like 3, because it's like I try to eat dinner at like 7, 8. You know, so it's like, it's sometimes weird, because it's like if I eat too big of a lunch, then I'm no longer hungry enough for like a full dinner. But like something like this is good, where it's like if I have this now, it's 3 o'clock, then in 3 hours when I sit down to eat dinner, I should be hungry again, at least a little bit. You know, I'm vibing with a book when instead of like putting on YouTube to eat my meal or putting on a TV show to eat my meal, I have my Kindle propped. I have my Kindle propped. And it's like so insane. Like I have read this book before. Like I know exactly what's gonna happen. But like there's some like little things that I did forget. But like I know like the big like main thing. And it's still like just as entertaining. And it's also extremely entertaining because like on the Kindle it like saves your highlights. It's so entertaining to, it's like I'm having a conversation with myself, because I'm like reading the book and then there's like points where it's like past me highlighted and like wrote down notes. So it's like I'm reading the notes that past me wrote, and like she was having a jolly good time. She was cracking up. Morning, you guys. It is now the perfect fall weather. I asked Alexa today and she was like, the weather right now is 50 something degrees, and the high today is 69, which is like my happy middle ground, where it's like not frigid that you don't want to be outside at all, but it's not sweltering. So I booked a workout class. I'm gonna go to the workout class, and then we really got to do the reset. Like, we really got to get started with the reset, because I haven't really fully gotten started with it. So I think while I'm out, I'm just gonna go straight to the grocery store instead of coming home and then going all the way to the grocery store. I think I'm just gonna try to like do everything while I'm out. So I gotta make sure I bring on like my deodorants, my sprays, all of that. 51 is kind of cold. Do you think I could get away with putting a jacket over my sweater? Like, what if I put this new jacket from Aritzia? No, that's so silly. That looks so dumb. Okay, let me just stick with the sweater. I feel like that should be fine. It's a pretty thick sweater, and it's like, it covers the neck, if anything. Yeah, but I should get going now so I'm not late. I don't have, like, I ran out of my oatmeal. I ran out of everything that I normally eat in the morning. I do have a little bit of yogurt, but I don't have anything to put in my yogurt. So I just took a spoonful of plain yogurt, because I don't even have honey. I don't have anything. And the yogurt is it's a little bit tough to really enjoy when there's like no sweetener, no nothing. So yeah, I took one spoonful of that. Maybe if I get out of here earlier, maybe I can see if there's like somewhere that sells like a protein bar or something. Yeah, it's full. We're in October. I didn't tell you guys we're in October. So it's definitely giving October vibes, and I'm very much loving it. Y'all, the air is giving crisp and cold, so I backed out the Uggs. And it's really my favorite time of year. Like, it's so amazing. The way that my body is already sore and I was shaking in there is crazy. I need to get better at going more often, because I feel like bar is so good for just like toning, and I feel like I'm on track with like my other fitness goals, but then like I really lose the toning aspect, and like I see it sometimes in my arms and I'm like, period, like it's giving strong, but I'm just not consistent enough. So I need to be more consistent. I do think I want to pick up a matcha and then head to Whole Foods and do that. Like, I wrote down like the main things that are like my necessities that I need, which is really just my breakfast stuff, like my oatmeal, my nuts, my yogurt. Like, I need to re-up on that. Diabolical price. And like, I know it like makes a lot, but like that's just so crazy to look at. I'm gonna wait on this. They have the Chamberlain coffee one though. It's like, I've never tried Chamberlain coffee stuff, but y'all know I love Emma Chamberlain. I made it back home. I ended up eating breakfast outside because I was trying to like figure it out and do the math, and I decided that like I got a breakfast burrito because I saw that there was a breakfast burrito on ClassPass at like a restaurant that was like close to Whole Foods. So I got the breakfast burrito. It was like 4 credits, and I ate one half of it, and then I'm gonna save the other half and have the other half for lunch. So I didn't get the lunch stuff now because I'm like, I could just use up my ClassPass credits, and then once that's finished, then buy lunch stuff, because the last thing that I want to do is buy lunch stuff and then have it spoil or have it go bad. So yeah, ate the half of the breakfast burrito and then did my Whole Foods run. This one was more expensive. It was 75 bucks, but that was because like it's only like this like once every like 3-ish weeks, because I have to re-up on my nuts, and those like end up being the most expensive. I'll show you guys quickly, and then I have a meeting in 30 minutes. I got my protein, oatmeal, same one, same vibe. I got chicken sausages. I got some more ginger and chamomile tea because that's on the ground, because I ran out. I got chopped walnuts and pumpkin seeds, both for my oatmeal or my yogurt. And then I got honey because I was out of honey. And one of my favorite snacks that is really simple and really easy is my Chinese style cucumbers. So I just figured I'll get some more cucumbers, because even if I get like a little bit hungry today but not hungry enough for like a full meal, I feel like the little cucumber salad is always like helpful. And then I just got a thing of blueberries for my oatmeal and my yogurt. And then the other thing that racked up the price, I ran out of avocado oil, which is fine because my last one, I had that for like 2.5 months. So like I said, it's like a, you know, it's like rarely that I'm buying these things. But yeah, I got the big thing of avocado oil. I don't know why I switched to avocado instead of olive. Like, I don't think it really makes that much of a difference. But now I just keep buying avocado oil. The other thing that did rack up the price was I got myself some cutie fall flowers. Because I was like, okay, I have my vase. I have yet to do flowers. So I was like, why not? Let me just get myself a little bouquet. It's going to look nicer when, like, my kitchen and everything is a little bit of a mess right now. So once everything is cleared up, it's definitely going to be nice to have like some fresh flowers. So yeah, did that. Maybe I think I have time to clear up a little bit. I have to clear the dishwasher so that I can clear up my sink, because my sink is piling up. And then yeah, once I finish taking the call, then we'll figure out what we need to do. But I know I need to do laundry, change my sheets, take my winter/fall clothes out from under my bed and put my summer clothes under my bed. What else? Those are like the main things as for right now.
Playing The Art of Loving by Olivia Dean.
Finished my meeting. I was trying to do the bouquet in my different vases. Yes, vases. I think I need to cut the flowers shorter than this. Like, it's just like peeking up too tall. Like, especially like this. Like, I think they need to come down shorter because it's like looking off. And then I was trying to do like the big like bouquet in this vase, but I realized that this lid is so small that it just like makes it look awkward. I put this in here for now. It doesn't look the best. I feel like in this vase specifically, like maybe like if I just had like 4 hydrangeas, like big, like big flowers. Like I feel like these aren't even big enough, but just like less stems, because I can't fit that many like stems in here. But if there were like 4 big hydrangeas and it was like a little circle, I feel like kind of like spilling over, I feel like that would be nice. Or something else. I don't know. Let me know what you think, like what type of flowers would go nice in here. But for now, I put these. It's kind of awkward because it's like different heights. I can kind of cut it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm gonna cut this one down a little bit more. But now I'm gonna start sorting my laundry and then starting off my laundry loads to get going with that. I've already listened to the full new Olivia Dean album for the day, and I feel like I can't play it again. I want to play it again. It's so good. If you guys haven't listened to Olivia Dean's new album, The Art of Loving, so freaking perfect. I'm definitely, you guys know, I'm one of the people, I know I don't have many original thoughts. I do hop on waves. Like, I know that Olivia Dean is like now becoming trendy because of like Man I Need and Lady. But just because something is trendy does not mean it is not phenomenal, right? And doesn't mean that I can't participate in being a fangirl of it just because I'm late to the game. And just because I needed the trendy marketing to get me there, okay? But now I'm obsessed. Now I'm an Olivia Dean super fan. I love her. She's stunning, beautiful, gorgeous. Like, I can't believe she isn't, like, I know for a fact she's going to be like a megastar, because I can see her like eating up even like fashion deals, like, you know, like going to like, you know, fashion week stuff. Like, she's just like so gorgeous, and her cute British accent, it's like amazing. And of course she's so talented. But yeah, The Art of Loving is such a good album. I've listened to it like 5 times now since it's come out. It's just like so relatable. And then I saw her like in a video talking about like what inspired it, and she said it was like an exhibition that she saw that was based on Bell Hooks' All About Love, which I'm like, that's my nonfiction book for like kind of right now that I'm reading. And I could definitely see those vibes, like focusing on like love as like a tangible reality rather than this like fantastical like idea, which is like cool. So yeah, that's been my session to listen to, but I've already listened to it. I mean, I could put on Justin Bieber again. Sometimes I want to branch out. Like, sometimes I do realize that I'm listening to the same things in rotation, and I do want to try new things, but I feel like it's hard when you don't even know who to try. And I think that's the one thing about like Spotify is like when I put on my playlist and like even like my shuffle random like day list, it'll give me the same songs that I know it's gonna play, like Justin Bieber, Sabrina Carpenter, Tate McRae, Olivia Dean, Noah Kahan, 𝐿𝐳𝐲. Like, it's, I always know. So I don't know. Oh, maybe I'll put on a podcast. My mom sent me a podcast to listen to, so I think I'll just put that on. And yeah, let's get started. Oh shoot, I left my burrito out. Wait, what time is it? It's 3 o'clock. I am gonna cook dinner tonight, so I'm like, what time should I have this burrito? I think I'll have this burrito at, maybe I'll have it at like 4.
Everyone's just much smarter than me in like every single way from an IQ standpoint.
Funny how I wanna be submissive now. Got a man who holds me down. Grinding and I don't know how. I guess the soft life made me act right. Big boss, where you make me feel so at ease. Independent, but I follow your lead. Ain't no games we play for keeps. You got the ring, so tell me, Papa, what do you need? In the morning while you getting dressed, Zeus in the evening if you're feeling stressed. Tough by your decisions, I trust, cause you only want the best for us. Baby, I'll be friend on the weekend when we hanging out. A lover on call, boy, I make a vow that you're my #1 priority. Just keep giving me all your love. Don't stop giving me all your love. I'm sitting in the palm of your hand. Your wish is my command. Just keep giving me all your love. Yes, it took a real man to bring it out of me. Gave me good love, baby, and now submissive. Got me making plates and doing dishes.
Time to kind of transfer closets, but I think the hardest thing with transferring from summer to fall, or like summer to winter instead of winter to summer, is that summer there's like point blank period, like full stop clothes that you can't wear. Like I'm not gonna wear my coats, I'm not gonna wear like these heavy hoodies, like it's just not gonna happen. Whereas fall and winter, it's like I can still wear like a tank top, like just with a cardigan over it, or like with a jacket underneath. So it's like, I feel like it's a little bit hard to decide like what stuff to actually put under my bed, because like once it's put under my bed, like I'm not, like the stuff I put under my bed didn't touch it except for my like duvet cover, that's it. But I don't know like what I won't touch. Like dresses maybe, but I could wear dresses with stockings, and like I could wear dresses with leggings like throughout the fall and even in the winter. So maybe I should go off of like color scheme, right? Because okay, like this is like something that's like very summery. It's like light yellow flowers, like it's giving summer spring. Like I feel like this in the wintertime doesn't entirely make sense. However, then it's like the same could be said about this like yellow cardigan, but I like this yellow cardigan. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I can still wear this in the fall. This is hard. This is hard. And you see how this is already packed, and like I don't know what to remove. I also think the configuration of this closet is definitely not conducive to how much space I could be utilizing. I'm not utilizing the height enough at all, because it goes like all the way up. Part of that is that because I don't have like a step stool, but I need to get that so I can like utilize the space better, because I also think this configuration of like the stuff that I have hanging and then just like all of this dead space down here, I think I need something here. Like I think I need like, you know, like a cubby system or something, because right now it's just like I feel like I'm wasting so much space, and I feel like I'm not hanging the right things. Like I feel like hanging should be left for big hoodies, jackets, and stuff that's like super bulky if I fold it, versus me hanging like a tiny little tank top. Like I don't think, you know, but I don't have anything to fix that right now. So I don't know, this is tough, this is hard. I'm warming up my burrito. I think I'm gonna take a regroup and then come back and decide.
I'll be on the weekend when we lover on call, boy, I made a vow that you're my number one priority. Got my loyalty, just keep giving me all your love. Don't stop giving me all your love. I'm sitting in the palm of your hand. Your wish is my command. Just keep giving me all your love. Yes, it took a real man to bring it out of me. Gave me good love, baby, and now I see what a big dog needs. I think it's funny how I wanna be submissive now. Look at me now. Who is she? You
Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to a new day. Last time I checked in, I think I was organizing my closet, and I did that, finished that, but by the time I finished, it was already like dark, and I just like wanted to cook dinner and do all of that. So like I'll show you guys afterwards, or I guess I'll just show you now basically what I did. So the stuff under the bed, you know, the bed looks so cute. Like I love making my bed now that I have like this like duvet. I really want to get some more decorative pillows. I feel like it will just pull it together, but I love my bed. Also, other updates. I cut down the flowers a lot more. It's just the one sticking up. It's hilarious. But I cut them down a lot more, and I like this a lot better. So definitely shorter is better, and I feel like that looks a lot more just like, yeah, that looks better. So then because I cut them down so short, I was only able to fit like I fit less in this vase. So I was able to divide them between a few other vases. So I did this one with like this kind of arrangement, if you will. And I kind of really like this. Like I feel like this turned out really cool. I know that this one's like kind of higher, but I felt like that was a little bit like interesting and like fun to look at. So yeah, I have that one over there. And then on this side, don't mind the stuff, I was eating breakfast. On this side, I just put this little this little one with extra flowers. So yeah, so now I have like 3 bouquets, which is nice. And then coming to the closet, this is, wait, let me turn on the light. This is what I've done. Yeah, I don't know. There's no real rhyme or reason or organization to this. I try to put my coats in like, well, no. Some coats are up here, but I'm also not manifesting like North Face puffer jacket weather. Like I'm manifesting like trench coat unbuttoned in like a stylistic way, but it's not necessarily necessary type of weather. So like think 65, 70. But I don't want to have my North Face puffer jacket out because that means it's like 20 degrees and I don't want to get there. So I just put my trench coats up here, trench coat buttons at the top. My leather jacket is up there as well. And then a bunch of my denim jackets. And then we put all of our sweaters in cardigans. And I have decided that I think I really don't want to be hanging this stuff. Just like seeing the way that it's like drooping. I think this is really messing up kind of the fit and the structure of my cardigans and my sweaters. And they do say that you're meant to fold that stuff instead of hanging it because of that reason. So I think eventually, for now, this is fine. It's not like pressing in priority, but eventually I do want to get like some type of cubby system that's just for basically like folding my hoodies. Like I'm picturing like kind of like a cube thing, like it's like long, but they're open cubes, so not drawers, because I feel like drawers can sometimes take up space, and it's literally just like stacks of hoodies like in each cube. So yeah, this is the update, and then like bags are still up there, so yeah, it's a little crazy. But I do feel better just having my fall stuff accessible, because like this morning it was like 54 degrees, like it's nice where it's like it's starting off the morning pretty chilly, but then as you go throughout the day, like today it's gonna be like 71. So it's like, okay, it's definitely giving transitional, which I love, I love, I love. Plan for the day, I'll tell you guys while I'm getting ready. What should I do first? I'll do this first. I have a lot of things that I wanna get done today, and it's already 11:30. I did wake up early and I went to a workout class, which felt nice. Well, as you guys know, I'm trying to make sure that I don't waste any class credits this month, and I finally gotten to the place where like I won't waste any, and like anything excess will roll over to, well, will roll over to this month. I was honestly scared about, because I literally did bar yesterday and it was a bar class again, and normally doing bar back to back is not safe because bar is like that slow burn, like bar burns. But it was actually like pretty good, because I think this class that I did was like easier than the one that I did yesterday. So I did that, and I was trying my best not to like take too long. I normally like to go get matcha after my workout class. I still ended up getting it because I was just like, I don't really know how to start my day without the matcha. I really don't. Yeah, came back here, showered, answered some emails, and now I'm really trying to get going and get out of the house. I really, really want to, and the reason why I want to get out early, which is already, yeah, 11:30, I want to go try to take my own pictures. It's been so long since I've posted like a decent outfit picture on Instagram. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just like a nice aesthetic Instagram picture. And I've been wanting to take more of those just because like I like my outfits, and I feel like they don't get enough, like I feel like they're not photographed to their fullest potential, and they're not seen to their fullest potential. And the best way to have people see your outfits is to post them on Instagram. And I also just really love aesthetics. But anyways, so obviously it's like I don't really see that many people throughout the day, throughout the week. And when I do, it's normally people that don't do the same thing that I do. And I also am not like in the headspace to want to take photos. So it's like I don't really have like friends to take photos of me, or, you know, stuff like that. So I haven't really had Instagram pictures taken, or I haven't really taken any Instagram pictures. But where's my concealer? I decided that I'm going to brave the embarrassment that it feels deeply in my soul, and I'm gonna go take like Instagram pictures with my tripod. I'm going to try to find like a quiet street, but I want to get out before the school kids get out, because if teenagers see me taking, like adults, I'm kind of fine with, like especially like older people. I don't really care what people over the age of 30 think of me, because to you, I am a child. why are you having thoughts about children? You know what I'm saying? People in their 20s sometimes freak me out as well, but the people that freak me out the most are teenagers and young children, middle schoolers and high schoolers. Something about it, because I know how I was in middle school. I mean, I wasn't like judgmental, but I definitely held no grace for adults. I was like, adults, I held no grace. And I just feel like kids and teenagers, they really they don't hold back with the judgment, you know? And I do know that they don't care about me. Like, they don't care. I mean, like, they might, like, you know, I don't know, make a silly little text about me and go, oh my God, this girl, I can't believe it. She's taking pictures with a tripod. That seems like a teenager thing to do. But at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna let the 14-year-olds run my life? I'm gonna let the 14-year-olds decide if I am allowed to have an aesthetic Instagram or not. No. But also, kind of, because that's why I'm essentially rushing to get out before they get out of school. I have this outfit in mind that I feel like is so fall coded and I really like it. So yeah, and then, one second. And then I want us to go to a cafe. It's getting so much harder in Manhattan to like find cafes that are laptop friendly. Like, everybody is opposed to a laptop, which I get. Like, people want people to unplug. And also I understand from like an establishment point of view, like if someone is going in, like the way that I do it, like if someone's going in and only spending like $6 on a drink and then sitting in a seat all day, it's like it could be turning away customers that it could be turning away more customers, and then also it could be turning away customers that are actually like buying food. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand it from a financial perspective of like running a business. From a perspective of somebody that just wants to work from a cafe, it is a little bit frustrating because I'm like, it's so hard now to find like laptop friendly cafes. But yeah, I want to find one, and I want us to make my fall bucket list, because I feel like I really want to lock in and make one just to like, you know, like if I ever have a moment where I'm bored, I'm just like, remember all the things you wanted to do this fall. And then also I want to make my fall vision board. I haven't made a vision board since last winter, and I feel like vision boards really do just like, they just like lock me into the mood, they lock me into the vibe. So I want to do that. Those are the things that I want to do, but we will be doing that after the photos. The photos take precedence. I'm still going strong on my Magnolia Parks. I'm like 100 and something pages in, and I think I've already said this, like it just feels like I feel the same, if not better, as when I was reading it the first time. It's just so entertaining. I know it's like a lot of people, it's like mixed feelings, but I feel like that's like anything. Like, I feel like there are mixed feelings for any book, and that's just like literature at the end of the day. At the end of the day, like, to expect everybody to resonate the same way with a piece of literature would be kind of insane, you know? So I completely understand when people are like, I don't like it. Like, you know, it's like, it's just one of those things that's like, it's just one of those things. I did want to kind of try new placement with my blush, and I'm like, I don't know if today is a good day to do that when I want to take pictures, but like, I want to try out like putting it more so like at the front of my cheek. I normally go for kind of like in my, what is this, like my cheekbone. I think I'm still gonna add the Rhode Toasted Teddy blush to my cheekbone, which is what I normally do. Like that. Maybe I'll use the Patrick Tour. Where's the Patrick Tour? Like, so pretty. And it's a little bit more pinky. So I think I'm gonna put some on my hand first and then do it. I don't know if blush at the front of the cheeks is like for me. I also know that some people do like the underpainting blush where they do blush before they do concealer. See, that's giving like hella pink, but I think we'll be able to like kind of even it out with the setting powder. I'm not the biggest fan of how, I guess it's not like that bad. I just don't think I like blush in like on like the front of my cheeks. Like, I think I like it better in the cheekbone. I don't really like it in the front. I don't know, but I could also just be like not using the right color or whatever. Yeah, I also use this like not new, I've had it for a while, but I always go with my clear gloss because I don't like too much color. But this Tower 28 gloss is so cute. It's in the color Sesame, and I feel like it's just like a nice fall kind of like plum. Like it's not too, like I don't like when it's like too bright. I can't do too bright. I got a new wig because it's been a month and like I still love this wig. Like y'all see, like I love this wig so much. I just love the like little like blowout texture and vibe. It's so easy. It's made my life so easy. Like the half wig, I wanted something to kind of be more like silk press. Like this is definitely like blowout if my hair was like really long, but I think like October is the time that I normally do my silk press, and this one like it straightens but it just reverts like you know, like kinky hair would, like it reverts. I wanted something that wouldn't revert, that can kind of just mimic a little silk press. So I got this half wig, again, same TikTok shop. It's from 𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐿 Hair. I've already tried it on. I have yet to wash it because the thing about this one is it comes pre-curled. Comes pre-curled, pre-layered. I do think I want to cut some more dramatic layers because I like a bit more of a dramatic layer, but it's a body wave yaki texture. And the reason I haven't washed it is because I really like the curls, and I have an event coming up in like a few days that I like. I mean, honestly at that point the curls might not last. Whatever, we'll keep the curls, like the curls that it came in today, and then maybe we'll wash it afterwards, because I do like to wash my wigs. I feel like it does like help the hair when you just kind of like wash it, because like sometimes they're like covered in chemicals and all this stuff. But I don't feel like washing it right now. She's bald. For my outfit, I want to go headband today, which is also really helpful because that means I don't have to straighten my leave out. Trying to be a bit nicer to my leave out. And then just do a headband, which will be... No, that's funny. It's actually like, it's so crazy how much like a difference of like leave out can be, because let me do the comb. It's got the same vibe. The combs in the front, and then in the sides and in the back, and then the drawstring in the back so that you can kind of tighten it more so to your head. These are the curls. I just love the curls. Very like, I don't know, very like heatless blowout vibe, like not too dramatic. So I think these will be good for my pictures. I also really like the density of this hair. It's a little bit like the density is a little bit less than I would say like the blowout one that I have, which I like because I feel like it emulates more so like when I used to have hair. This more so emulates how my like silk presses would look. So I vibe with that, and it's just like, I just love a curl. And I think I was craving more of like a sleek hair. Like I love that blowout hair. It's like very big and very fun, but sometimes I'm just craving like tame and sleek. Cute, cute. Oh my God. I feel like I look like I'm ready to go to like a library. I'm gonna do my edges and all that jazz. Oh, I wanted to do my nails. We're running out of time. No, I need to do my nails because like I got some cute fall nails in from Miss Sunshine Nails, and I feel like it would look nice for like detail shots of my Instagram pictures. Laying down my edges. Hopefully I can do this in 30 minutes. 12:30. This is the set that I got from Miss Sunshine. Are these not? Okay, well, my camera doesn't want things to focus. These are so fall. These are so fall. The brown. Yeah, let's pop these on. It comes with like a little nail file from them, but I got this nail file from BT Art Box a long time ago, and this one is like a true like buffer. Like this scratches the heck out of your nail bed, which probably isn't the healthiest. I know it's not the healthiest, but you want your nail bed to be really rough when you're putting on press-on nails, because that's what's gonna help it last longer when it's rough and dehydrated, because the glue has something to adhere to rather than like a flat surface. Yeah, I was talking about writing and I'm still feeling good about it. That's honestly another thing that I wanna do when I go to the cafe. Sometimes it is feeling a little bit like, whoa, there's like not that many hours in a day. Like, I don't know, like it sometimes feels like that, but I feel like that's also like what's it called? I'm trying to get better at words. If I wanna be a writer, I'm like, I need to learn more words. My aunt taught me a new word the other day. She said, take umbrage. Take umbrage. I was like, what is that? She was like, take umbrage means to take annoyance or offense. And I'm like, okay. If y'all ever see me use that in a piece of literature, know that my aunt taught me it. And what did she, I don't know. She was trying to teach me some and I was like, okay, one at a time. But at least I remembered take umbrage. I also remembered it because, this is kind of hurting my nails. I also remembered it because last night I was watching something while I ate because I didn't want to read while I ate. Anyways, and I was watching this like professor, his name is Robert Rake. He's like a professor. I don't know if he's still a professor, but he writes books. He basically like talks a lot about like politics, political theory, stuff like that. And I was watching his video and I think he's British. And he said like, I take umbrage to that. I was like, wait, professor, I know that word. I know take umbrage. I've been like hesitant and trying to think about how I really want to do things with it when it comes to like sharing my writing process and like this whole like writing journey on the internet, because I knew that I wanted to kind of like take you guys along for it, but I think there's just like a lot of odd things happening in the internet nowadays. But I was kind of talking about, I don't know if you guys know Haley Pham. She's like a booktube girly, and you know, she makes like reading vlogs, stuff like that, but she also wrote her first book. And she wrote her first book, she got an agent, I believe, yeah, and it's like publishing soon. But I guess people got the arc to it and people were reading it. And this one girl went really, really viral for basically like ripping through the book to shreds and to pieces. Beyond just tearing up the book, she also dove into Haley Pham's character and like also like Haley Pham as a person and like her career path and like all of these things. And I was like, okay, so like now your review is innately like extremely biased because you clearly just don't like her as a person. And I also saw this, like, because I'm not really on book talk side anymore. Like, I kind of have my few booktube people that I watch, but I don't think I'm, like, on book talk. But I did follow upon this, like, book talk drama about this girl that, like, wrote a book, and then she sold a bunch of copies of the book. She, like, self-published it, and then everybody hated the book. And everybody was like, the book is terrible. I don't know, like, so many different things. So I'm just seeing a bunch of stuff on my page where, like, people writing their first book and the internet reacting in, like, a very like drastic, jarring way that comes with the territory of being a writer is like critiques, but also however, pause. I do think people are just getting really comfortable with being mean, and I will forever ever stand on that like the way people deliver things is mean as hell nowadays. Like, it is so mean. And I think like when I saw a lot of people talking about like the review on Haley Pham's book, everybody was like, well, there was truth in it. Okay, never in your life do you ever need to call somebody stupid, an idiot, illiterate, or like you know what I'm saying, like insult someone's intelligence to try to get your own point across, because now you've just invalidated your point to me because your point is coming from a place of hatred and like you clearly dislike somebody, versus you taking like an objective perspective and actually like critiquing work. Like, are you critiquing work or do you just not like a person? I think people have gotten like way too comfortable with like, oh, like, you know, book critiques this book. Like, I've seen some crazy book critiques where people take critiques of the author, and I'm not talking about like, you know, people deciding based on like political views to not read an author. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people being like, no, this author is an idiot. Says you. Like, what is your jurisdiction to claim that somebody is an idiot if you then believe that they are at like a less education level than you, but someone else believes that you are at a lesser education level than them? So to someone, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you putting yourself on this pedestal to make that decision? And I think as human beings, we are very much losing the art of delivery. Delivery has always been big for me. Like, I've even like talked to my mom about it. Like, I am all here for constructive criticism, 1,000%. Like, do I want constructive criticism? 1,000%. Do I give constructive criticism? 1,000%. Do I think that there should be a way that constructive criticism is delivered? Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, why is your goal to come off mean? Like, even when I'm critiquing somebody, my goal is to, like, I always want it to come across that I'm coming from a place of love. And I'm coming from a place of, like, wanting to see improvement. Therefore, like, the verbiage and the language that I use will be intentional and it will be calculated. And I will be making sure that I'm not making, like, bold statements that are going to hurt people. Like, you know, that's the vibe. I think people come on the internet and apps with intent to hurt people's feelings. And that is odd behavior. That is now you not critiquing media and literature. That's you bullying. That's you bullying. And people are like, oh, it's not bullying, it's just your opinion. If your opinion is bullying, it's still bullying, right? Like, it's still bullying, right? It is your opinion, but it's bullying because you said it like a bully. I think there's also this stigma of like, when like content creators start things in different industries, like when content creators make clothing brands or content creators make music and all of this stuff. And people are like, oh, like, you talentless piece of scrub, you talentless, worthless human being. When it's like content creators and people that make content and like influencers, if you will, like had passions before content, right? Just because like the two things do not exist in vacuums. Just because somebody makes content then does not mean they lack talent in other aspects. Just because someone makes content does not mean they lack passion in other aspects. So it's like a bit odd to me to like say that like in order for you to be like respected and trusted in your craft, you have to only be doing that craft. People gotta pay bills. I'm so sorry. Art is so hard to pay bills. So if a content creator wants to make content, do this, do that, find ways to pay their bills so that they can work on their craft as much as possible. Period, like period. So yeah, the worry about like sharing the journey is obviously just people being rude when they don't need to be. Like, I'm here for, again, constructive criticism. I'm not here for people taking the piss and bullying me, because I will be like, bully, bully, bully. I'm not gonna let that like stop me. I think it's just like, it's definitely been like something that's like withholding me from like wanting to share the process, because I'm like, I don't know. People have just been so odd. People behave oddly. In myself also, I put a lot of pressure on myself in everything that I do, especially like career-wise. I'm a very ambitious person. I'm a Virgo. So I think that's like comes with like a lot of ambition. I have a lot of goals, and everything that I do, I want to do it the best. And I want to not necessarily be the best, because it's not like the best in comparison to like another person, but like I want to do the best that I know I could possibly do. Like, I take that for content creation, I take that for my job, I take that for like a bunch of different things. And I have also throughout my life taken that for writing. And like even in classes, screenwriting classes, all of that stuff, I have like a heavy like feeling of like perfectionism. Like, I want things to be perfect. Reminding myself that like differing from your work, your job, writing, just like drawing, just like painting, just like, I don't know, sculpture, pottery, is an art form. And I don't think that art is ever perfect, because art is extremely subjective. The whole point of art is to be subjective and just to be feelings. And I think I struggle with that aspect a little bit, because like I said, everything I do, I try to figure out how do I get this to be the most perfect. But it will never be perfect. It will never be perfect. It will never be liked by everybody. It will never be understood by everybody. It will, I don't know. Like, that's just impossible for art. You know, art isn't a mathematic equation. There's no right or wrong answer to it. I think I just need to like release expectations. Like, I had expectations, and I like had things in my brain that like how I want this to go. And I think I literally just need to be like, scrap all that. How I want this to go is I want to get out my feelings on a page. I want to flesh out these characters. I want to share these characters with people. I want to like fully actualize these characters. Like, that I think is my goal. And then whatever comes after that, whatever comes after I've like completed the art, I'll figure that out once I've completed the art. But right now, like, my mindset is just on just making art and like not putting pressure on it, and just like having fun with it, and like making it like very much like a hobby. Because like my dream and my goal has always been to like be an author by career, right? Like making my main career path being an author. But I was also thinking about it like a little bit on my walk today, and I was like, maybe it looks a little like, maybe my main career path is like entrepreneurship, and then that entrepreneurship allows me to make time for writing, and writing necessarily isn't my like main source of income. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like I can't just like pigeonhole, I've been talking for 15 minutes. I can't pigeonhole myself into like one specific vibe or specific, you know, anyways. So I do think I want to start the writing content up soon, but I was kind of just like working through that barrier, I guess, of like the fear of bullying. I don't know, y'all. We are living in very odd times. And I think it's because people are not, having enough social interactions in person. I say that because I'm not having enough social interactions in person. Like, people are not talking to people in people's in people's faces, are not talking to real people. And I think people have gotten so used to talking to people on the internet that they like have forgotten like common human decency. It's just like, so like, I feel like TikTok is not a real place. Not really. Like, I love TikTok. I feel like it's so fun. But sometimes when you dive deep and you read people's comments and like their commentary on like other people, it's like, yo, this is not real life. But if you really think about it, like, that's the only thing that really keeps me sane, is that it is literally not real life. Because I guarantee you, like, you take the people that like make think pieces about other people or comment in other people's comment sections, and if you put them right in front of the other person, and the other person's like, okay, say what you need to say, it's quiet, it's silent. It's silent. Because when we can put a face, and when we're sitting right there and we can empathize with somebody because like they're close enough to touch, then we realize that being a decent human being isn't like crapping on somebody in front of their face. But I think the phone is what gets people confused. It gets people really confused, and they forget that there's another human being on the other side. I don't know, crazy thoughts, I guess. I've been filing my nails for way too long. Girl, it's 12:30. Let me Katsu, nails done. Chewed, focus, chewed down. Amazing. Feels good to have my nails back. I try to go like a little, like 3-week break in between sets, because as you guys see, I do buff my nail down to low. I buff it down low. So I don't think my nails aren't healthy. They're not healthy. And I don't expect them to be. I'm not trying to get them to be healthy, but I just don't want them to completely die. So I try to go like 3-week breaks. But anyways, okay, edges are done. Let's fix this headband. I think I just need to come back to y'all when the outfit is on. I think that should be the thing to get me out of the house. Outfit on, jewelry on, everything on. Hey, I love this hair. I love this hair. I love this hair. It makes me feel less bad about chopping off all of my hair, because I never even showed you guys. I chopped off more of my hair, but that was the last chop, because I finally chopped it off enough to where now it's back to like 4A. I don't even know what my hair type was, but it's back to where like it's bouncy, like it's got ringlets, which is like all I wanted. I just wanted to see my ringlets again, you know? I'm working on putting together the fit. I know for a fact I want to wear this new Aritzia striped top, because A, stripes are so in, and also I love this top, and it's perfect for the weather right now. It's like 67, 66 degrees, but I'm trying to decide if I want to wear it on, if I want to drape. I think for the photos I'll probably drape it, so I want like a white tank top underneath. And then the main star of the show, and the reason that I wanted to take pictures today, was for this bag. Now I know you guys, if you don't follow me on TikTok, you have yet to see this bag, because I did post on TikTok about this quite a bit. But I bought this bag like 2 days ago, because I've been thinking about it for a while. My mom and I had gone to Soho like last weekend or something, and I saw this bag in Madewell, and I was like, she is stunning, she's so fall, she's so perfect, and I love her. So I went back and I got her. And yes, I know that I talked about this on TikTok. I know that we talked the whole last vlog about budgeting and this and this, and in my head I did rationalize it, because I returned a lot of stuff, honestly. Like, I was really thinking on it. A lot of the H&M stuff I was hesitant, and I was like, meh. And even like some things like the yellow zip, like, you know, like just even things where I was like, maybe, like, no, I don't want pieces in my closet anymore that I'm like, maybe. I want pieces in my closet that I'm like, I want to be wearing every single day of my life. And the only reason I can't wear you every single day of my life is because I'm washing my clothes. So a lot of the H&M pieces wasn't really feeling that type of like drive for them. Were they cute? Yes. Are they like pieces that I'm like, I need to wear you every single day? No. So I was like, return it. So that gave me back some of the like a good amount of money, honestly. Gave me back, because I got a lot of stuff. Gave me about a good amount of money. And then I think there was like one other thing that like I had to return that was just like, I was like, also I knew wasn't gonna wear. Anyways, so I then was like, okay, I'm getting the bag. I got the bag. I got the bag. And I did really rationalize it. I think it's stunning. I think it's stunning. I think it's stunning. And that's just that on that. I really do think it's stunning. It didn't necessarily burn a hole in the budget because like I said, I returned a bunch of the other stuff. But yeah, I got that. And then I also got a new pair of trouser pants. This also isn't gonna burn a hole in the budget because I am going to be returning probably today the other trouser pants that I got from Aritzia because I just like the fit of these a lot better. I prefer my pants to be like low rise by nature. Like I prefer when the pants are like meant to be low rise or mid rise. And the other ones, you guys know, I bought them high rise, but then I bought them in a size up to try to fit them low rise, and I feel like I can always tell. So these are like my perfect pant. Like I can see myself literally, like, I mean, I gravitated towards them. Like I can see myself trying to put these on every day because they feel like sweatpants and they feel nice. So that to me felt like a valid purchase. And I think that's, that is my goal, because I was trying to find the balance because, you know, I have a lot of people saying like, you know, don't fall into overconsumption, like, you know, it's really unhealthy and like, you know, it's just not good practices. And I do agree. And I think as I've been getting older, I've been trying to find the line of, I really do enjoy fashion and I just do enjoy things. I do enjoy materialistic things. Like I enjoy a cute clothes. I enjoy a cute piece. So I was trying to find the line of like, okay, I do enjoy fashion. I don't want to withhold myself from that, but then also I do want to be conscious and not wasteful, because I do not like being wasteful, and sometimes I do feel wasteful. So I think my mindset now that I'm really solidifying with is like, if I do not love, like if I will not wear this every single day and have an excuse to wear it every single day, obviously I'm not gonna wear it every single day because, you know what I'm saying, like, because like I have other things to wear. But if it's not an absolute love, it has no place in my closet. I want my closet to only be clothes that I'm obsessed with. Because like, I had a few of you guys comment like, Maya, you wear the same clothes every day. And I'm like, exactly. Like, that's what I want to replicate. Like, I want to have a wardrobe that's only made up of clothes that I keep repeating. Where it's to like, I don't even need to buy new ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, my jeans, my Zara jeans, like the way that they fit me perfectly and the way that the fit is so good, I don't even really think about buying new jeans unless it's like a different color that I don't have, because I'm like, those jeans are perfect. They fit everything that I need them to fit. Like this trouser now, this is like my perfect trouser. So now I'm like, okay, I do not need a dark pair of trousers because I already have them. You know what I'm saying? Like building a wardrobe of like pieces that I love. That way I don't need to go out and keep buying a bunch of different ones, because I'm like, okay, well, this didn't fit that good. This didn't fit that good. If it didn't fit that good, put it back. Return it. That's gonna be my mindset. And I think that's healthier. I think that's healthier. And I think that's realistic, because unfortunately, you guys, like, I can't be the person that just stops shopping. I love clothes. I love trends. Both of my parents work in the fashion industry. Like, it's in my blood. But I do want to be more conscious, and I think that's my way of being more conscious. Take it or leave it. I'm trying to decide whether I like the sneaker or the Ugg boot more. The Ugg boot definitely gives fall, but I feel like the sneaker elevates the look a bit more, and it makes it feel a bit more sleek. But I also feel like the Ugg boot really goes super nicely with the bag. I could also do it like this with like these ripped jeans, my Sambas, the tank top. I'm probably gonna drape this sweater when I'm like taking my pictures, but for now I'm just wearing it. And then I decided to go with my ripped jeans and then my Adidas Sambas, the bag. We are on the hunt for a good spot. It is now 2 o'clock because I wanted to make TikToks. But I guess that's also part of like putting on the fit, right? Is TikToks. But I'm gonna try to find the quietest spot possible where nobody's walking. And yeah, but I really hope it comes out good, and I hope I can stick it through, because I really do like the outfit, and I like my hair, I like everything. I like my nails. It's amazing. So let's try to execute. Okay, y'all, it's been 5 minutes and I've been walking around, and I'm just so nervous. Like, I saw spots that I want to take pictures, like that would be so cute, but I'm just so nervous to pull out this big tripod and start taking pictures. I'm like, this is exposure therapy to the max. Like, I am so scared. Like I'm ill, I'm sick. So I think I'm literally just like now circling the blocks and trying to work up the courage to pull out the tripod. I gotta do it soon because in like 30 minutes school kids are gonna get out and the streets are gonna be packed. I was like low-key able to do it. Like I started it off and it was like extremely awkward, but then the pictures were eating, so now I was like, F all this, the pictures are eating. And then the person that lived at the house that I was taking the pictures in front of like came and got their mail, and I was like, oh, and I was like, I just asked them, I was like, is it okay if I take pictures in front of your house? And they were like, yeah. So then that made me feel so much better because I was like low-key scared that someone was gonna come out and yell at me and be like, do not take pictures in front of my property. This slight sliver of confidence that I have, I didn't take pictures with the sweater off, like draped, and I need to get pictures with the sweater draped. So I'm gonna move locations and try to do that. But I'm feeling very good. The pictures I got so far, I do enjoy. Hey you guys, I think I chewed. It's literally been like full, like probably 2 hours. It's now like 3 something. I don't know if the secondary cafe is seeing me, but I am gonna go to a spot that takes ClassPass, and I placed an order for a grilled cheese and tomato soup. Really locking into the fall vibes. And I know they have outlets there. My phone is on 10. So I'm going to charge my phone, look at all my photos. I really do think I ate up. And I literally want to post right now. I'll tell you guys more about the vibe and the experience when I get home. But yeah, that's the vibe. I finished for the day. I feel very accomplished. And now I'm going to reward myself with a grilled cheese. Hey guys, we're back home. It's like 6 o'clock now. I apologize that we didn't really get to go to like Soho / downtown, but that took a little bit of time to get my pictures. But I haven't had this feeling in so long where I'm like, also my skin is so dry that my makeup is cracking. I haven't had this feeling in so long where I've gotten pictures that I'm like excited to post on Instagram. I mean, like sort of like maybe like my birthday, but even that was like, it's like birthday pictures. Like I haven't had like fit pics in a long time, and I used to love my fit pics. Like COVID, I was like taking all the fit pics because my dad would take them for me. Like we would just like, there was nothing to do except take fit pics. So it felt good. It was traumatizing in the beginning, a little bit during, and then it got less. Was it like fun and amazing and like a good time? No. But I feel like over time, I do think it's something that like, if you just keep exposing yourself to that type of like exposure, that it will get better. I started off at like a little quieter street with like houses. And for those, like I said, I told you guys that like one of the people that like lived in the house, they like came to get their mail, and then I kind of like freaked out. And then I was just like, is it okay if I take pictures in front of your house? And they were like, it was a guy, it was like this old guy, and he was like, yeah, sure. And then he went into his home. Like he did not care, which like I feel like some people do care, like if you're taking pictures like in front of their stoop or like, you know, something like that. So I think that was one of my biggest fears, like taking a picture in front of someone's house, was that somebody was gonna come outside, open the door, and be like, get off my property. I made sure not to like step on anyone's step. Like I made sure like I was not on their property, but I'm still taking pictures of their property technically. So yeah, that was one thing I was nervous about. So he kind of like calmed me down, but still, and like a bunch of people like walked past. It was definitely like a quieter street, but people still walked past. And there was one younger girl that walked past, and she was like, okay girl. And I was like it didn't really make me feel much better, because I was like, I would prefer to be invisible. Like I would prefer if nobody could see me right now, but I tried to lock it. I tried to log in, and then I completely forgot to like take the top off, which I feel like the pictures actually look better with like this on. But for the top off, I wanted to stop standing in front of that man's house, because at that point I was in front of his house for an hour. It's loitering, babe. Loitering, no. So I went to find like a different location, and I found one that was just like a blank wall. And then I took my other ones, and then I got some like aesthetic shots of the bag, you know, to make it really worth the bag, to make the bag purchase really worth it. I'm like, no girl, like you need to get some Instagram pictures of this bag. All in all, I think I will do this again. I feel like I want to like kind of force myself to do this once a week. But what I want to do is wake up really early. Like once a week, pick a day that I wake up really early and go do it, because even like 2 o'clock, it like wasn't that bad. But as soon as like 3 o'clock hit and like parents were going to pick up kids were coming out of school, it's just like a lot of people. And that's when I started to get like nervous and all that stuff. So I feel like a good time to do it would be like 9 a.m., 9 to 11 a.m. where like people are already in work, kids are in daycare, kids are in school, and the streets are kind of more empty. So yeah, I think I want to kind of like put that in my calendar, like that way I can be more consistent, because I really want to be more consistent on Instagram with like my outfits, because I feel like TikTok is good and all, but it's like it still doesn't showcase the aestheticness of the outfits the way that I want it to. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get better at doing that, and then maybe I'll branch into like taking pictures in Zoho. I don't know. I've been thinking about for like a full year on whether I want to hire an assistant solely to take pictures of me. And I like keep thinking about it and then just being like, no, like I don't need to. And I think I'll do this for like a good, I feel like this would be my reward. Like if I consistently like keep myself accountable, hold myself accountable, and I stay disciplined, and once a week I get up, I do the exposure therapy, I take my own pictures early in the morning, and I post consistently on Instagram, then maybe next month I can look into hiring an assistant. But I also don't know like how I would really do that. I don't really know. Because I would want it to be like a girly pop that's very similar to me, somebody that like understands the aesthetic, understands the angles, understands the vibe, and also that like is just like kind of like around my age, because I want to do like if I wanted to do like content days, that way we could just go around the city together, and then like I'm paying you to take pictures, but also we're just chilling around the city and like you're just taking like candid pictures of me. That's the ideal situation. I don't know how to find somebody like that. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna take off my jeans, put back on my like in the house clothes, and I'm going to, I think I want to post the Instagram pictures now. I haven't posted on TikTok for today, so I'm gonna do that. And then I know I said to you guys in the cafe that I was going to do my vision board and my fall bucket list, but I'm like, it's a cozy vlog, okay? I was trying to be outside. It's an at-home cozy vlog. I pay too much in rent, okay? I'm staying home, and we're gonna do that at home instead, which I'm so grateful for. I really wanted to come home. I really wanted to be home. This lighting situation is giving like campfire ghost stories, because all I have is this like my vanity mirror light in front of me. But I wanted to kind of like set the cozy fall vibes. I lit my candle. I have one of my candles here, you know, I'll leave that over there. Just like setting the cozy vibe. I love that my apartment is now clean and that I have my little bouquets, and I really want to get better at like, and it'll get easier once I have like when I'm finally finished with like my storage, because like everything will have a place, because I want to get better at like every night before I wind down, before I get into bed, I put every single thing away in the spot that it's supposed to be. That way when I wake up, it's like I'm in a hotel, you know? Anyways, so I ate dinner, I showered. It's now around 9 o'clock. I have some true fruits in this big bowl and my chamomile ginger tea. And I'm gonna get started on my fall bucket list and my vision board. The fall vision board. Yeah, I'm really just gonna do the same thing that, oh, that is so bright. That's way too bright right now. Right now, it's a little too bright for that. The same thing that I always do, I make my vision boards in Canva, and I have so many tabs open. I'm just gonna like save pictures from Pinterest. I don't know what vibe I'm really going for my vision board. Sometimes my seasonal vision boards are literally just like the aesthetic of the season. And sometimes I want them to be more specific to me and like my goals and like things like reminders. And I'm kind of feeling like I want that vibe for like this vision board, like still aesthetic, obviously, because like it's Pinterest, but you know, including things that are like very specific to me. I don't have any good handwriting or like drawing artistic ability, so I'm not gonna write it down. I think I'll probably just put it in my notes app. Like, I don't think it's gonna be anything pretty because I can't make things pretty. I think I'm literally just gonna make a little checklist in my notes app or on Notion. While I do that, I was listening to a podcast while I was eating dinner because I've been trying to get, well, not try, I literally started last night. I'm trying to get better at like consuming different forms of media that make my brain feel a little bit better after consuming them. I do love YouTube, like watching YouTube videos. I do think that normally makes me feel good. It makes me feel like comforted because it's like I get to watch my comfort YouTubers. But I think I've been craving, maybe it's because it's September, well, it's October. Maybe it's because it's like around this time I would be going back to school. I think I'm just craving like perspectives and like some form of like educational value, not like full educational. I mean, last night I was listening to like a full like political podcast, and then I fell down a deep rabbit hole of Crash Course. I don't know if you guys know the YouTube channel Crash Course. It's like, you probably know it because in like middle school, high school, college, you probably had some type of like subject matter and you like looked it up and it was on Crash Course. I fell down a rabbit hole just like watching their videos because I love the way that they explain things, and I just decided that I wanted to learn some random things. So I fell down like the history of Christianity rabbit hole on Crash Course and some political theory videos. And it made me feel really good. Like, I was like, wait, I'm still learning. Like, I may not be in school. And it's perfect because I don't have homework. But I still get to do my favorite part of school, which was the learning part, but no homework. All that's to say. So I've been trying to find podcasts that help me feel like my brain is a little bit stimulated. And I saw this TikToker post like a few like writing podcasts. So I'm listening to No Right Way by V.E. Schwab. Like, no, it's W-R-I-T-E. Play on words. I have heard of V.E. Schwab. I think she's a very popular author. But I'm currently listening to her interviewing Veronica Roth, who was the author of Divergent. Just to vibe, you know? Just to like get myself in the writing spirit. I used to be like, I need to get back to how I was when I was young. When I was probably, I would say, middle school, high school, but like heavily middle school, and a little bit of high school, I did not play games when it came to like writing and like learning about writing craft. I was obsessed. I spent one summer, I remember vividly, I spent this entire summer, I think it was like freshman year of high school, watching and taking Brandon Sanderson's free online writing course. It wasn't like an actual course. He literally he taught at, I think it was like BYU, like 1 year, like years ago, like early 2000s. And they were all recorded. Like, he recorded every single lecture and then posted it on YouTube. My mom was looking at me like, what the hell is she doing? Like, what is she doing? I was sat there and I would sit down every day. I would put on the lecture and I had notes. Because he was really like, you know, kind of going in depth on like, you know, how to write fantasy and how to world build and how to build characters. I highly recommend it. I'll try to find it and like link it down below. But I also know that he has like a podcast too. But yeah, I'm trying to get back into that, where I was like overly obsessed with anything writing related. So we're starting here.
Probably never have the exact metrics of this shape of a success again, and therefore I'm free to write. I was gonna ask if that was your take, because what you've written after Divergent is so wonderful and so differentiating, but it also sounds like that's simply like what you've always wanted to do, which is write things that were, did you feel liberated, or is it a thing that you would retcon and be like, it was liberating and so I could write whatever I wanted forever? That it could be a career, like that never even crossed my mind. So it wasn't even like, oh, I wanted to be a writer. It was very much like, I love writing, but that is not at all in the cards for me, because
low-key, I set it up to put it as my wallpaper for my desktop and immediately got overstimulated. I think it's mainly because I have so much stuff on my desktop right now that it's like, and then with like all of the images, it was a lot. So I actually just made my desktop beige, just like plain beige. So I'm not too sure like where I'm gonna put, like, I don't know, is there a way to only make a lock screen? Like, you know how for your phone you could do like a lock screen when it's like the display screen, and then it's separate from like the home screen when you actually unlock the phone? Is there a way to do that for like Macs and for your computer? Because I want it on my like display, like when my computer is locked, but I don't want it on like my home page. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, here's my vision board. I did go kind of aesthetics, but I feel like every photo kind of has like a meaning and fits, and there's like a reoccurring vibe here of focusing on writing, which I feel like I've done before. I think I literally did it last fall. I really want to go back and look at my last fall vision board, but I think last fall I kind of had the same energy, like writing and a cafe and all this stuff. I do a lot of things every year, so we'll see if this year is different. I'm hoping it will be. Maybe with growth, I will learn discipline. I will learn her. I don't know. So yeah, this is the vision board. I have a few quotes here, one from Sylvia Plath. I have, the worst enemy to creativity is self-doubt. I felt like that was just like a good one to go straight in the middle. Like, you are your own worst enemy. And then I have one in the corner that says, to be a writer, you have to write. Write when you feel like it. Well, girl, maybe you should learn how to read aloud. To be a writer, you have to write. Write when you feel like it, write when you feel like it, and write when you don't. Compose out of dire necessity. It is, after all, what your soul needs. I just thought that was a cutesy little, you know, cutesy little quote. And then the last quote is, strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. And I thought that was really, I don't know, I kind of like that one. I feel like that one's broader than just writing, but also kind of about writing, like kind of like what I was saying before of like not thinking about the end result of my writing in like the sense of like monetary value, and more so like value of like, well, I don't know. But I like that quote, like kind of like framing what you do through life based on like the value that it gets. I don't know. It was thought-provoking. So I included that one. As far as the images, we have a lot of, like, I was going for a very, like, academia core aesthetic vibe is what it's feeling like. So I got some girls reading books. I put Taylor Russell on here because Taylor Russell is my new inspo. Like, I love Taylor Russell. Like, I feel like, first of all, she's stunning. Her style is tea. Her style is so fire. And I love her. You can't even call it a bob. She does short hair so well. And my hair is like shorter than hers at this point. But when my hair grows to her length, I will be taking all of the inspo from her. So I just put her on there for like maybe some like fashion inspiration. I put a lot of girls writing. I put Jo March on here. Miss Jo March from Little Women. Because one thing Jo March did, that girl wrote. She made it her entire personality, and she, you know, she was dedicated and she was disciplined. She was disciplined. So I can learn a lot from Jo March. So I put her on here. I put matcha on here, but notice how it's matcha made at home. Yeah, that's a big goal for the fall. Making my matcha at home. It's a big goal, right? I put like reading. I put baking. Like I put like cinnamon rolls, cookies, just because I feel like that's always very fun for fall. And then I put some like aesthetic things, and then I put like foliage, fall foliage. So yeah, you know, the central theme is like reading, writing. And then my fall bucket list, I was actually kind of struggling to think of things, and I was looking up, you know, stuff to get inspo, and I was like, this is a lot of stuff that A, I can't do in New York City because like we just don't really have that vibes, and B, I don't really want to do. So I kind of just wrote down the things that I like do want to do. I put bake because I do want to bake. I wrote make fall matchas at home. So like I want to do, you know, get the vanilla syrup, get the maple syrup, like make the like fun fall themed drinks at my crib. See fall foliage in Central Park. I did that last year and it's stunning. It's amazing. It's phenomenal. It's beautiful and I love it. So I definitely want to go this year. It's probably like around in like a week or 2 weeks would be the best time. I feel like fall foliage is at its peak like mid to late October. So yeah, write in a New York public library. You know, really lean into the like New York writer aesthetic. I feel like every film, every TV show, every book is all about like writers in New York. You know, like whenever a character is a writer in a show, they're always like New York. Like think Carrie Bradshaw, think Dan Humphrey. I don't know why that Dan Humphrey is a writer that I picked. You know, like it just feels, you know, and I picture them writing in like a New York public library. So that's on my bucket list. And have a cozy movie night. I completely keep forgetting that I have my projector and like I can watch things on my projector on this big blank wall. So I should probably do that before I start putting like photo gallery stuff up there. But yeah, want to have a cute little cozy movie night. And oh, make a curriculum. This has been like a trend on TikTok, at least it's on TikTok that I'm on, and I have been loving it. But I didn't really know, like I wanted to participate, but I didn't know like how do I want to participate? And I'm still gonna think of it. Basically what people are doing is like people that are like out of school are making themselves like fall semester curriculums. So they're picking, a lot of people are picking like 4 topics to study and learn, and they're giving themselves like literature, books, films, videos, podcasts to learn about that specific subject. Some people are doing like history, math, science, language, like some people are learning different languages. I find the whole concept very, very cool. But also I want to be realistic with myself. Am I going to learn an entire new language in the fall? Am I going to? No. But I do think maybe I can do my curriculum surrounding writing. That way it intertwines. And I like put together like a list of books and podcasts and all that stuff to like I said before, get back into the whole craft aspect, and then maybe add in one other thing that will be like an additional to my curriculum. I don't know what it would be though. Like I don't know what it would be. Like I feel like I want to learn something like completely different. Like I feel like I have my nonfiction books and I tend to lean a lot towards like whatever like political discourse is happening like in the world right now. But I feel like I want to learn about dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs so bad. So bad. Like, I think the concept of them just like makes me want to sob. Like, oh my god, like their last moment on earth, like I can't fathom it. But also, have you guys seen that, like those like photos of like, how do we were like, are we really like guessing hella of what we think dinosaurs look like? Because the only thing that we have to visualize dinosaurs is fossils, is their bones. And I was on this, like, I went through a TikTok rabbit hole and they were showing different bones of animals. And then they gave an artist the bones. They showed that artist the bones of an animal and then had that artist sketch what they think the animal looks like based off of the bones. Like, they took like a hippo. Like, look up what a hippopotamus's bones looks like. They sketched it. It looked like this like ferocious, like crazy thing. And then you look at a hippopotamus and it literally looks like a pig. It looks like plushy. So that whole concept of like, the only visualization that we have of dinosaurs is based off of the bones of dinosaurs. We don't actually know what these dinosaurs could look like. These dinosaurs could have looked like puppies. They could be looking like puppies. Like, I feel like we've always like drawn them and like, you know, like I don't know, like thought them up to be like these like ferocious. I mean, obviously we knew they were big because of the fossils. The fossils does tell size. But like, we don't actually know like what they like look like. You know? I don't know. There's just so much. Like, I think dinosaurs are like, there's just so much to know about them. Maybe that should be my second curriculum. I don't know. I will look more into that. What's going to be my second curriculum? And at the end, I put read. I put read everywhere. But like I said, it's always, I feel like fall, winter that I'm like, I can feel it. I can feel the la 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 la, you know? I would like to be in my crib. And I think that was the issue the summertime with reading. It was like, I wanted to be buzz club, another club, next place, no sleep. Like, I wanted to be outside. All my free time was going to, like, let's go out, let's get turned, let's have fun. Which, period, it's summertime, it's hot. I haven't even looked at the party pages. Once it hit September, I haven't even looked at the party pages. Home, cozy. So I feel like I have more time to read now. So I want to read. I didn't do anything specific. I didn't do like how many books I want to read, what I want to read, because I don't know. And I need to stop like putting things on my reading. Like, I need to stop being like, I'm going to read this much, or I'm going to read this book, or like TBRs, because forcing myself to do things that I don't want to do in that present moment is what puts me in slumps. And then that's what gets me not reading. So I'm just going to say read. Read something, whether it's a picture book, a graphic novel, anime, I don't know, a children's book, nonfiction, I don't care. Read something. Read a damn book, girl. That's it. Yeah, that's all. That's everything. After all of these quotes, I'm feeling inspired, so I think I'm gonna work on outlining my idea. I think we're gonna end off the fall reset here. I'm feeling very much in the fall spirits. Or do I want to read Magnolia Parks? Ugh. I'm like almost midway. Oof. No. I should outline. Thanks for watching the fall reset, guys. Maybe we'll get a reading vlog going in the next one. I don't know. No pressure. No promises. All right. Have a good one.